Live around the world with that spa girl, Candy. It's time for Spa Brunch, whisking you to fabric treats and stealing their secrets for your nail. Where's that spa girl chilling today? Candy?
One of the things that I love about spa travel is checking out the actual area where the spas are. And I don't know about you, but I really am not that jazzed about going to a spa or to a retreat that's not somewhere that I find really interesting or fascinating or that I just want to learn more about. It just makes it so much more fun and interesting. And also, you know how we always say, really great spas, they bring that local area and flavor, that vibe into their food, their decor, their treatments. They use local products. And I mean, how better else to really be able to appreciate and understand that than, getting out there and meeting the local people, touring around a little bit, just kind of soaking in the whole experience so you don't feel like you're just disjointed. It really gives you a more well-rounded and kind of fun experience because you just never know what you're going to find, right? That's part of the fun of traveling in general, for sure. So when we were at the Westin Mission Hills, the spa, the property itself is actually in Rancho Mirage, which is really a part of Palm Springs. It's right next door. And there's lots of kind of fun things that the concierge just told us were going on the weekend that we were there. One of the things was a market. They have actually like 2 farmers markets every Saturday, and one of them is more like food and drinks and kind of, just hanging out, music. And then the other one is more like product oriented. They have antique dealers, they have local artisans, and it's just really fun. It's kind of interesting because we drove by it, and it was actually kind of drizzling when we were there, kind of really unusual for the desert, which I think made the whole experience even cooler to be there at a time when the weather's not so typically sunny. And so when we drove by the outdoor market, which was like the collectibles market, they have all these, they're sort of like lean-tos. They're really neat. They're made of all metal, and they have like poles, and so they're sort of like little, carports for people to park in, because this one is held at a local college. And I thought that was so smart, because it gets super hot in Palm Springs, especially in the summer, and you're parking your car outside. Can you imagine like being parked in like 110 degrees and then have to come back in and to your car? It must just be like, sweltering, like going into the steam room or something. You don't really need one in Palm Springs, do you, in the summer? You just pop in your car and there you go, have a nice steam and look lovely when you get out too, right? So that was really cool because they were like carports, but they were super long and big, and they were like just rows and rows and rows of them. And then that's where the vendors actually are. They're under those carports for just that day, so it's not so hot when you shop. But we were really jazzed, especially, since with the weather and everything, we thought it would be really fun to go into the old town of Palm Springs. There's like it's like a really cute like village shopping area. It's nothing like I thought at all. Like, when you think of Palm Springs, I always sort of think a little Vegas-y, more glitzy and glammy, because let's face it, it is, a really posh, nice area. But it's really not. This quaint old town, it's kind of more like Western. It's right up against the foothills of the mountains, so it's great. I mean, you feel like you're just this little ant in the valley looking up at these like really rocky, red mountains that are all at the edge of the town as you walk around. And there are some newer shops. There is like a little like strip, kind of I would say strip mall, but it's definitely a lot of the shops kind of go back, because there's like one main street, and then the shops kind of back up like off onto the adjoining other parallel running street. So it sounds crazy, but anyway, so the shops do go back like a couple shops deep, a lot of them. So like when you're walking along the main street, you want to for sure go down, like there'll be little alleys and sidewalks that look like they're maybe leading behind the buildings, but they're really not. There's actually more shops and things back there. And that's how we were really hungry. So just kind of walking around, I saw this really just little alley. I saw this just little wooden sign. It said the farm on it. And I thought, oh, that sounds really cool. So, I mean, a farm in the middle of all these shops. So we walked back, and lo and behold, it was a restaurant. And it was so gorgeous and so fun. Like when we walked up to it, I thought all of a sudden it just felt like I was in the south of France. There are like, really kind of like 18th century kind of architecture buildings. They even had some broken out windows in the buildings, which I kind of wonder if they did that on purpose to kind of stage it to look older. But they had like these really great, rustic farm tables outside, heat lamps, and it's like an all brick patio, and just in between these two buildings, like just old French country farmhouse style buildings. And then you can go inside, and it's just like you're in someone's house, like just like you were just walking around in France, and you saw some like really cool old deserted farmhouse, and you're like, hey, let's check that out. And you just walk in there, and all of a sudden, there's tables, and but not like big restaurant tables, but just like a cozy table like someone would have in their house, and there just happens to be someone walking up and giving you, a little menu. And it was so cool. And the other thing was, like, it wasn't really totally finished. So they had a lot of like exposed concrete and things. So it just made it feel so charming. And it was really cool. I just walked up to it. I was like, oh, we have to eat here. This was just too cool, too cute. And it was so good. I highly recommend this. If you are going to Palm Springs, find it, check it out. It's near this little chapel, and there's actually another restaurant next to it. I think it's called Seven. That's right, kind of catty corner to it. But the farm, oh my God, and the food was phenomenal. It's one of those menus that it's definitely French, but it's one page, very small menu with all kinds of your favorite, like croque monsieur, croque madame. They had lots of crepes. And what I got was a chicken salad. And of course, you think chicken salad, well, it's what can be too special about that. But oh my God, it was so good. Oh my God, the chicken was like, it was kind of crispy on the skin with like some incredible spices. And then the meat was so juicy and tender. Like, so you get this like incredible, like mouthful of flavor and texture. And the greens were super, super fresh and organic. Definitely a must eat at if you are in Palm Springs. And then we headed on back to the spa. So after that little foray, that was really, really fun. So definitely check it out. It's called The Farm in Palm Springs. Hope to see you there. And you never know, we may just get one of their chefs here at the Spa Cottage to cook us up a meal if we're lucky.
Continue the chill. Get on the brunch bliss list at www.spabrunch.com or contact Candy at spawithcandy@spabrunch.com. Keep tuning in for contests. You may get to spa with Candy.